7 things dating someone who's the same zodiac sign as you will teach you. There's dating theory that a relationship needs both flowers and gardeners, because if you have 2 flowers, there's no one to tend to the garden. Couples who have the same zodiac sign can fall into this trap. However, there are things you can learn if you are dating your zodiac sign, so you can ensure your romantic garden thrives. Dating your own zodiac sign can be tricky, as the other person will mirror both your best and worst traits back to you. For example, Cancers are as cozy together as 2 bugs in a rug, but also drive each other crazy with their moodiness. Aquarians may be the best of friends, but could remain so detached that true passion never quite catches fire. This is what Simon Butler wrote on Tarot.com. Seriously, no truer words have ever been written. Take actor and author Carrie Fisher, who dated singer-songwriter Paul Simon, both Libras. The bad thing about my relationship with Paul was that we were similar animals. Fisher was quoted as saying by Entertainment Weekly, "Where there should be a flower and a gardener, we were 2 flowers in the bright sun, wilting." Basically, someone needs to water the garden, also known as the relationship, so it doesn't thrive up and die. If you're dating your own sign, here are some things to know so you can get yourself up for success. 1. The most annoying traits will be mirrored back to you. Most successful relationships tend to work because each person embodies traits that the other doesn't. When 2 people have the same traits, it can cause friction, and it can be difficult to see your most annoying traits mirrored back to you. For example, 2 Leos will often butt heads because they both want to be in the spotlight all of the time. You both need a lot of attention and tend to pout if you don't get it. So you will need to trade off making the other person feel special. Butler explained, "Passions run high, which is great for sex, but take care you don't say or do something in the heat or a fight that fatally damages the relationship." 2. You can learn self-acceptance. One of the reasons that couples with the same zodiac sign can result in a polarizing love match is because your partner might mirror things back to you that you don't like about yourself. While one option making a run for it, another option is working through it and learning to love every part of yourself. If you date something of the same sign, congratulations! The Astro twin wrote on the Mind Body Green, "You probably embraced your quirks and accepted your humanity. Now you can celebrate that a kindred spirit. You haven't learned to love yourself, warts and all. This relationship can inspire some crucial self-acceptance." 3. You might feel more understood. If you've been lucky enough to find someone who really gets you, you know how special it can be. If you're dating your own sign, you could experience this rare phenomenon. 2 Cancerians together might be able to share their emotional struggles and fulfill each other's emotional needs because they both understand the needs for emotions in their lives. Simran Saini explained on Quora. 4. You could find your Astro twin. People who are born at the same time, on the same day, in the same region of the world are known as Astro twins. According to the website Insightful Psychics, this means that both persons would have nearly identical astrological charts. For example, they would share the same interests, tastes, career choices, major life changes, so on. This could be really exciting and comforting, or it could have the exact opposite effect. If you love spending time with yourself, dating your Astro twins is like being with yourself, which could double your pleasure. If you have some work to do in your self-acceptance department, dating your Astro twin could be emotionally draining. 5. You might have to work harder to keep it fresh. One thing same-sign relationships can lack is spontaneity. Think about it. How often do you surprise yourself? If you are in a relationship with someone of the same sign, who also has a similar birth chart. The relationship can become predictable and stale if you don't consciously work to keep things fresh. If you both have the same sun sign, you will share very similar approaches to life. However, if the rest of your birth charts are strong in this sign too, you will quickly find that your relationship lacks something. In Virgo or Virgo compatibility, this Earth-Earth combination will be lacking in one or more of the other elements. Astro noted on its website, when you discover which elements you are missing, seek it out. 6. You might find each other frustrating. Some of the similarities in the same sign relationships can be frustrating for both partners. For example, Libras are known for being indecisive and for keeping the peace at all costs. Put two Libras together and you have a couple who can't decide where to have dinner and who both ignore problems because they don't like conflict. This can be a recipe for disaster. Two Tauruses can take stubborn to a whole new level because neither person wants to give in. If you are dating someone of the same sign, you can avoid some of these pitfalls by identifying them upfront and consciously deciding to work through them. 7. You will want to avoid losing your identity. One of the biggest traps related to dating someone with the same zodiac sign as you is that the threat of losing your identity is very real. You likely know one of these couples. They no longer use the word I and instead only refers to themselves as we, as in we think the dogs are better than cats or we only like soya meals made in Sweden by goat herders. Twinning couples have to work harder than any other couples to maintain their individual identities. Entering into the same sign relationship can be both challenging and rewarding. That ultimately it's up to you to decide whether the rewards outweigh the extra work you have to put into it. Either way, you will definitely learn something about yourself, which is never a bad thing. Alright, finally, if you find our contents interesting, please subscribe our channel for receiving notifications of upcoming video releases. Thank you and have a good day.